YouTube, thanks for watching Ask My Auto Mechanic, and welcome to episode 6. In this episode, we're going to be covering a really common check engine light problem on many Subaru models. The particular model that we're working on today is a 2005 Subaru Forester. But this is something that I see here at the shop quite often on 2003 to 2008 Subarus with the 2.5 liter. The common models we see are the Impreza, the Legacy, the Outback, the Foresters, anything between that 2003 and about 2008 with the 2.5 liter. Alright, so if you have one of these models and your check engine light's on, and it happens to have a P0457 code in it, which is related to the evaporative system, it very well could be just a loose or damaged gas cap. So make sure that you start with your gas cap first. If it has any cracks in it, it's missing, it's not locking down correctly, make sure you replace the gas cap first with a Subaru brand gas cap. If that doesn't fix it, what I see a lot is a problem with a drain valve in the emission system. There's a little valve that's connected to the evaporative canister, or in some cases is actually part of the entire canister. This valve will actually short out and it will cause the check engine light to kick on. So if your check engine light's on and it has a P0457 code and the gas cap didn't fix it, there's quite a few things that it could be, but one thing that we see really commonly in the shop is a problem with this canister here. So this is the evaporative control canister. This canister sits under the driver's side rear inner fender liner. So to locate this canister, you want to jack the back of the car up, remove the driver's rear tire, and pull the inner fender back. And this canister will be held in there with 3 bolts. It has one here, and one here. And then it also has all the lines that connect to it. Now the problem with this is there's a canister drain valve that's actually located right here in the canister. And the cover's off of this one right now, but what happens is this canister valve will actually stick open, so it can't hold any fuel vapors inside the canister, so it just leaks out and you'll set the check engine light. So what you need to do is, in many cases, you actually have to replace this entire canister assembly to get this valve replaced. On many of the Subaru models, the canister drain valve is actually separate from the canister. The best way to find out if yours is separate from the canister or is an entire canister is to call in the Subaru dealership, give them your VIN number, and ask them to look up the canister evaporative system drain canister valve. And if you can buy that separate from the canister, then start by just replacing that drain valve. If you can't buy the drain valve, you have to buy the entire canister. Then unfortunately, to fix your check engine light, you will need to replace this entire.
Alright guys, we got the new canister here, and we're going to get the old one out of the car and get this thing replaced. So this is the drain valve here, and what happens is this valve itself actually fails, and that's what actually causes the check engine light to stay on. On this particular Subaru, you have to buy the entire canister in order to get this little valve. Some of them you can actually buy just the valve separate and replace the valve inside the canister. So we've got this old canister just about out here. We did our testing on it. We found that valve is definitely bad, and we're going to pull that the rest of the way out of there. You know, it came out with a couple bolts there. We'll pull that out and get the new one installed, get the fender liner put back properly in the fender there, and wheel back on it and take it out for a test drive.
Alright guys, thanks for watching Ask My Auto Mechanic. Make sure you tune in every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Mountain Time for a new Ask My Auto Mechanic episode. So we got the Subaru check engine light all fixed. We replaced this canister. It's been driven about 500 miles. The check engine light hasn't come back on. So in this particular case, the P0457 code was due to the failed valve inside the canister. Doesn't mean that's exactly what's wrong with your car. You could have a problem with the computer, you could have a problem with one of the other valves pertaining to the evaporative system, any of the hoses that go to it, shorted wiring. So there's quite a few different things that it could actually be, and you want to look over those real carefully. But what we see most of the time, if you have a P0457, is definitely this little drain valve inside the canister. So we got the canister replaced. Everything's working out great. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments or questions, make sure you comment those below the video. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you're having any car-related questions, go ahead and comment those. Whether you're a mechanic or at-home mechanic, just looking for some advice on fixing your car, it's a great channel to stay tuned to check out some more information related to car repairs.